So today's video is a hair and makeup tutorial inspired by pageants and for pageants, because my friend Stephanie, who I have known for years and years and years, we went to school together, we've done photo shoots together in the past, so we've known each other for a while. So she messaged me a few days ago telling me that she has been using my hair and makeup tutorials for the rounds of Miss England that she has been going through. I forgot to mention that she is a Miss England finalist, which is amazing. So she has been using my tutorials for the different makeup looks that she's been using when she's been in the pageants, and that's so cool for me to hear. Anyway, she asked me to do a pageant makeup and hair tutorial, and obviously I jumped at the chance because I love anything glamorous and girly and beautified. So this is the look that I came up with. You can find Steph on Twitter and Instagram, and I will leave her links in the description bar as well. I used this photo as inspiration, which you'll see right here, and when I was looking at various photos of girls in pageants, I saw that there was a lot of hair, and you guys know that I love having big hair, and they're always quite loose, bouncy waves and curls. And for the makeup, I've seen that a lot of the time the lips are kind of a your lips but better colour, so I've really kind of emphasised the pinky colours. But the face makeup that they use, it's always absolutely flawless. They have quite emphasised blush, but they don't have a super strong contour. They also have really nice sculpted eyebrows, but they're not too over the top, and they have really long lashes, and they don't have really dark eye makeup, but they have kind of like a softer smoky eye, so that's what I've gone for. What I think of when I think of pageants, I think of glamour, I think of big hair, I think of lots of nice makeup, and I kind of think that I have hit the nail on the head with that. So I hope that you guys do enjoy this video, and if you would like to know how I create this look, then please just keep on watching. So the first thing that I am doing is toning my face, and this is just going to really help get rid of any excess makeup that we have, and also balance out the pH and get ready for the makeup that we're going to be applying. Now I am taking some sellotape or sticky tape and applying it on the back of my hand just to reduce some of the stickiness, and then I'm going to apply this in a kind of diagonal line by my eye, and this is just going to create a really crisp line when we have finished doing all the eyeshadows and just prevent it from getting super messy, so we don't have to spend ages cleaning it up. And we're doing our eyes first just so that we don't get any mess on the rest of our foundation or anything. Now I am taking some concealer and just applying this on my eyelids to reduce any veins and create a nice blank canvas for the eyeshadows. And then I am going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This is the anti-aging one, and I'm just going to apply this all over my eyelids, and the reason to apply a primer is so that the eyeshadows are really nice and blendable, and that they just last for a really long time. And priming is just such an important step. If you've been watching me for a while, you will know that priming is something that I talk about so much. So prime, people. Now I'm taking this matte brown colour, and I'm just going to use this as my transition, and I'm taking this on a big fluffy blending brush from Sigma, and because this is a kind of natural skin colour, this is going to help our darker shadows really blend upwards, and it's just going to look super professional. So I am just using windshield wiper motions and also little circular motions, and just keeping on blending. Again, like priming, blending is super important, and spending a bit more time on blending is what's going to make your eyeshadow look super professional and like you've taken a really long time doing it. Now I am taking Jest from MAC, and it's a really pretty champagne-y pinky colour, and I'm going to apply this on the inner half of my eye with a flat synthetic brush. And when I was looking at the pictures of the pageant girls, they all had super bright eyes. Even though they were using smoky eyes, they were still really nice and bright and looked very awake. So just packing this on and making it really opaque and just applying this to the inner half of the eyelid. Now I am taking this dark brown colour and a pencil brush and applying this to the outer V of my eye, and we're just going to focus this on the outer third and just really pack this on and make it really deep. And we're just going to keep packing this on until it's the kind of desired look that we want. And I'm using brown, not black, so that it's more of a soft look rather than a super harsh look with black. And I'm kind of flicking this out a little bit towards the top, and then I'm taking a medium brown colour and acting as a transition colour between the Jest colour and this colour, so it looks a bit more professional. But you'll see in a minute that I didn't particularly like this colour, so I changed it. But when I have finished applying this as a kind of transition colour, I am taking a clean blending brush with absolutely no product on it and just blending all of this in together. And blending, like I said before, blending is super important, so just really diffusing this all over the lid, and this is just going to help with the professionalism look of it. And yeah, just taking it in little circular motions and kind of buffing it side to side on the lid so that the Jest and the brown colour kind of blend in together. So just going back and forwards and just blending this out. Here I am taking the medium brown colour from that quad again and applying this over that medium brown colour, and this is just a slightly cooler toned brown and it just works a lot better with this look, I find. So really just applying this and buffing it side to side, and then I'm going back in with Jest on that flat synthetic brush, and this is just going to make sure that we didn't lose any of the brightness of that colour, so just going back in and packing it on. And then I'm going back in with that blending brush with no product on it and just keeping on blending. And the key to this look is really just to keep adding colour, but then keep on going back and blending, and just keep on blending, and spending a bit more time blending is really going to help, and it will all come together at the end of the look and you will really be able to tell the difference. Now I'm taking a darker brown colour again with a pencil brush and really applying this mainly on the outer V, just to deepen up the look a little bit, because some of that blending did take away from the initial brown colour. So this is just going to add back into the intensity, but still not using a black so it's not super dark. And then again going back in with a clean blending brush and just buffing this in and slightly dragging this through the crease, which is almost going to act as a cut crease, but not quite. It's just going to add a bit more definition into the crease. So just back and forward, blending, blending, blending. And again just going back in with Jest so that we keep the brightness. Sorry, my phone's going off in the background. Then peeling off the sticky tape and applying winged eyeliner. I did it off camera just because it was easier that way. I'm really sorry. I'll do another video explaining how I do my wing liner though. Then just curling my eyelashes and applying mascara and prepping them for lashes, because a lot of the pageant girls had really long and luscious lashes. How many L's can I get into that sentence? And firstly, I'm just measuring the lashes against my natural lashes so that I know how long they are and cutting them if necessary. And then here I am just applying them, and a trick that I use is to look down into a mirror. Looking down into a mirror is really just going to free up the lid space and allow you to get close to the lash line. Then we're going to move on to the face, and I am priming with my BECCA primer. Again, priming similar to the eyes is super important, and it's just going to make sure that your face makeup lasts all day, all night, all throughout your event or whatever it is that you're going to. And with a primer, it's always good to let it sit on your skin for a little while before you start adding products over the top of it. So whilst I'm waiting for that to soak in, I'm going ahead and applying some lip balm and prepping for lipstick later on. And then I am going ahead with my concealer. This is the MAC Studio Fix concealer, and I'm just applying this on any blemishes, any red spots, and underneath my eyes, all that good stuff. Next, I am going in with my foundation. I'm using my absolute favourite foundation. This is the Bourjois Healthy Mix and Bourjois Healthy Serum Foundation, and applying this with a Real Techniques Expert face brush, and applying this all over my face and making sure that I blend it down my neck and around my ears so that it doesn't look like I have got a mask on. And this is just extra flawless, and just like the girls in the pageants look like they have flawless skin, this will really help create that concept. Then I'm taking my MAC Prolongwear concealer and going to highlight my face, and like I said earlier, the girls have really nice highlighted face, especially under the eyes like Kim Kardashian, and they don't have a massive contour, so that's why we're going to focus mainly on the highlighting. And once I have done that, I'm just blending it in with an Expert contour brush by Real Techniques, I think that is. This is really just going to add to the brightness underneath the eyes. So once we have blended all of that in, we are going in with our cream bronzer and applying this with a foundation brush, and just applying this to all the areas that we want to do a bit of contouring on. And a cream base is really just going to help the makeup last a lot longer, so that's why we're using it. And just applying this on my temples, down the sides of my nose, underneath my jawline. And then once we have applied that and blended all of that in, we can go in with our powder bronzer and set that all in place. I'm using a matte bronzer from the Balm and just going over my cheekbones, my temples. After that, we can go in with a cream blush. This one is from Bourjois, and similar to the cream bronzer, using a cream blush prior to a powder is just going to make sure that it lasts a lot longer and is a bit more intense. And then I'm taking a really beautiful corally peachy colour and applying this on the apples of the cheeks and blending it up back towards my hairline. And like I said earlier, they do have a quite intense blush on the cheeks, and I thought that this really matched the picture well. And then I'm taking just a powder brush without any product on it and going over that just so that there's no harsh lines at all. And then I'm taking my absolute favourite product, my marylou-manizer highlighter, and then I'm just feathering this down my cheekbones and towards the apples of my cheeks, and this just adds such a beautiful glow to the face because the face is looking kind of matte at the moment, so adding a bit of a highlight is going to look beautiful. Then I'm taking my e.l.f. high definition setting powder and applying this to the areas where I applied the highlighting concealer, so under my eyes, kind of a bit on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and just setting the foundation in place so that it doesn't get too oily throughout the day or night. Then I am taking my eyebrow kit by e.l.f. and my spoolie brush and doing my eyebrows, and by the power of editing, my eyebrows are done. I will link my full eyebrow routine down below. And then I'm going in with a gel eyeliner. This one is by Morphe brushes, and taking that in my lower waterline and also halfway down my lower lash line from the outer corner to halfway in the middle. And then this is one of my favourite things to do. I am taking a medium brown colour and I am taking an e.l.f. smudger brush and I am really smoking out the lower lash line, and this is one of the things that's going to make this look absolutely beautiful and so professional and smoky. And you basically just run the shadow on top of the gel liner, go back and forth, and this is one of my favourite things to do. I do this on almost every single night out I do, and whenever I want to look a bit more glam and add some smokiness, and it basically only takes these two products. You just go back and forth with the two shadows and it looks beautiful. And then just to make it look a little bit more professional, we're going to take a medium brown matte colour on a fluffy brush and take this just below where we've added that shadow, just to smoke it a bit further down, and this is really going to add to the smokiness and make it again look really, really professional. And this is one of the things that I do all of the time, and the key point is blending, just blending, and it just makes this look so flawless, and I love doing this, and I thought this was absolutely perfect for this look. Now I'm taking Jest as a highlight in my inner corner, but I didn't like it as much and I wanted it to be a bit more intense, so over the top of that I took the marylou-manizer highlighter and applied that straight over the top, and this just added such a bright look to the eyes, really opened them up to kind of almost counteract the really smokiness that we've got going on the lower lash line. And then I am finishing off the look with mascara on my upper and lower lashes. Then I am taking this lip liner, but first I am taking my concealer brush and just brushing over my lips to kind of counteract any pigment in my lips. Then I'm taking this lip liner that is slightly darker than my natural lip colour. So I am outlining my lips completely, and then I am filling in the outer third on either side of my lips so that we kind of create what will look like an ombre effect. And then I am taking Cream Cup by MAC, which is the most perfect pinky nude colour. I love this lipstick, and I'm adding this on the centre third of the lips, which is going to create this kind of ombre look. And then I'm finishing that off with Tanya Burr's Just Peachy lip gloss in the middle, which is going to create that really pouty look and really emphasise them in the middle. And then this is the completed look. So they're really kind of your lips but better, and finishing it off with Urban Decay setting spray so that your makeup lasts all day and all night. And this is the completed look. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. The nicely chiseled eyebrows, the smoky but soft eyes, and the ombre your lips but better colour. And the absolutely flawless skin, which I love, and I think I'm definitely going to use this look on nights out that I do in the future. And now on to the hair. So I have already clipped in my Bellamy extensions. They are the 22-inch 220 gram Bellissima in the colour chocolate brown, no, in the colour chestnut brown. And now I am going through and combing my hair out just so that there are no knots and nothing like that. And then once I have finished brushing and combing it all through, I am going to go ahead and section off my hair into just 2 sections. And then I'm going to apply heat defense onto the sections of hair that I'm going to be curling. And I am using the Bellamy Ciao Bella 3-in-1 curling iron, and I am using the one with the clip first. However, I've never actually used a curling iron with a clip before, so this was a bit of a new experience for me, as you will see in my facial expressions. It kind of took a little bit of time for me to get used to, but I think I kind of got there in the end. So I just hold this on for about 10 seconds. I take about an inch section of hair, and then as you can see I can't really work out how to roll it down. But then once I have worked out how to do it, I get these kind of spiral curls, which is what we want, and then I just flip that to the back of my hair. The rest of my head I'm curling all in the same way, all away from my face. I think, well, I intended to curl all away from my face, but I think I might have actually curled towards my face, yep. So I'm curling towards my face at the moment, but it actually turned out really nice. So again, I'm just holding this on for about 10 seconds. And then I'm letting that go, and then I'm just repeating that all over my head. So this is what the curls look like at the end of curling, and I am just going ahead and curling all of the pieces of fringe away from my face just to help really frame my face. And then once I have done that, we go ahead and take a wide tooth comb and gently brush the curls out and then gently brush them upwards. This is going to create a lot of volume, which is just like the girls had. And now we are going to move on to teasing. I'm sectioning off the crown of my head, then spraying it with hairspray and then using a teasing comb to tease it. And I just literally repeat this around the whole of my head. This is going to give us all of the beautiful volume that we see in the pictures of the girls. So just spraying and combing and flipping them away. And then I'm just smoothing over the areas of my hair with the teasing brush and going through any sections that I feel need a bit more teasing. And then finally I'm adding a little bit more volume to the ends of my hair by brushing them up and then doing any final tweaks and whatnot that I need to do around the rest of my head. And then this is the finished hair. So it's actually really easy to do. It's just a lot of curling and a lot of volume. So this is the completed look. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. My links to those will be in the description bar. This video, if you did recreate this, either the hair or the makeup or both, I'd love to see them. So please send me a picture or tweet me or tag me on Instagram. Any of those things, I would love to see them. I love when people recreate the looks that I do, even if they're not quite the same. Even if you've just taken a bit of inspiration, I would love to see it. So I do hope that this did help you guys, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Hello? Yeah? Oh god.